Hey everybody, it's Carly and I'm thrilled to be here today to celebrate my friend Ardith and her awesome YouTube channel. Ardith is such a talented card maker and she inspires me every day with the cool stuff that she dreams up. And today I want to share with you a little bit about Nuvo Mousse. I really like Nuvo Mousse because I think it's such a fun way to add a metallic finish to your projects, and it's also a really versatile product, so you definitely get your crafting dollars out of it. You can use it with stencils. You can actually mix it with water and use it as paint. You can paint over it, which is actually what I'm going to show you today. This is a technique that I really like. Something to note before we get started, we are going to apply it over a stamped image, and not all inks are going to be great for this technique. So I highly recommend grabbing your faves and just giving them a little mousse test with a little swoosh of mousse on top and making sure that it does not smear. So I have my three favorites here, and I found that the Catherine Pooler was the best. And then another little note is that this product is not going to last forever on your shelves. So you can see on the left I have one that's brand new, and then the right one that is well loved, almost empty, but starting to dry and crack. So don't worry, because it's a water-based product and you can definitely still get some mileage after they start to dry. So here you can see this pearl color is getting dry and cracked too. And I'm just going to put a few spritz of water in there, and then I'm going to apply it with a blender sponge, which is great because that sponge is going to help mix the water into the mousse and make application really easy. And I know it looks like a makeup sponge, but it's actually intended for crafts, I swear. I got it at Ellen's. So anyway, I highly recommend the sponge. It makes application really flawless. And I'm going to cover that whole panel in that pearl mousse. And I apologize, it's a little hard to see the pearl against the off-white of my watercolor paper, but you'll be able to get a good look at it later. So once it's covered in mousse, it doesn't really need any drying time, and then you can just watercolor on top. Any medium would work, but I'm using Zig Clean Color pens, and I'm just going about watercoloring the same way I would on regular paper that didn't have mousse, and I'm just doing multiple colors and multiple layers. And there you can see that beautiful shimmer it has when it's done, which is what we were going for. It's why I love this technique. I'm going to finish my card with stamping part of a sentiment and then finishing with a die cut, which I think is my favorite way of doing it. And I have just layered 3 die cuts together. And then I'm going to give it a little bit of dimension on top with some Nuvo drops. So you've probably seen me do this. I put tape on an acrylic block, and then I apply the Nuvo drops, and then I set it far away from myself to dry. So here you can see what it looks like when it's finished. I hope that you want to give this technique a try. It's super fun. And here's a few other cards I've made with the same idea. So it depends on the color of mousse. That was blue mousse under the mermaid tail, a little less dramatic, and then my favorite pearl again. And thank you so much for joining me. You can read more in the description below, and don't forget to keep hopping and have a fabulous day.